Hey guys, today on my wrist I have the new Ballast Trafalgar watch, and I just want to give you a brief wrist shot before I dip deeper into the review, and just kind of give you the feel and the look on the watch. On the wrist, this is a 47mm watch, and on the official specs it says 46 point something, but it's a 47mm watch, and that's the one of the things I'm not really fond of. I dislike about this watch is it's kind of too big for me. I have a normal wrist at 18.5 centimeters, so it is kind of big. If it was 45 millimeters, I think it would be just right, just perfect. But nevertheless, you can see it on the wrist. It looks very substantial. It looks very imposing, and it has that wrist presence. I showed it to a couple of friends, and they all said the same thing. You can see here the buckle and with the Submarine. It's all cool and nice, but this watch is not perfect, and we'll talk about that right now. So yeah, this watch is not perfect, but what watch is perfect? I do like it. If that wasn't for that big wrist presence, I would say it's almost perfect, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. First of all, in my opinion, no watch is perfect, and that's all the subjective matter. I can tell you this watch is very well built. The leather band, it's very nice. I kind of wish that if there weren't for this black lines around the edges here, because it makes the watch appear bigger, and the band appears 20 millimeters when 22. So the lug width is 22, but the good thing, I think that this can be removed very easily, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. It just gives that wider band, gives that watch, but it looks a little less than now is. So the quality of the band, it's really out of this world. And one thing I don't like about this, it has this super spring bars with this little notch. So you don't need a tool or anything, you just pull this down there and you release the spring bar. I have nothing to say about the band except maybe for the buckle. A buckle is a little bit too big on the edges, but that's why you have a Submarine, and even though it's a bit too big, I don't mind, because I just love the Submarine. It's a little thing, but it's a little detail that really makes this watch special. And the Submarine team and the name of the watch, Trafalgar, we come on scene. It has a connection with the submarines and all that good stuff, but I'm not here to pitch you, I'm not here to sell you the watch. I just want to give you a proper honest review. So if you want to learn about the submarines and that connection with this watch, I will put a link in the description box so you can check out the website and the story and the connection with the submarines. I don't want to talk too much about it. What I like about this watch is this watch is different, and I do get a lot of watches on reviews, and this one is really different and unique, and maybe that's why it's a bit bigger, because of the unique design and mechanism. This is automatic watch. It's powered by Miyota A215, which is great movement. I had it in Citizen ProMaster and many other watches, and also basically all the micro brands like this one use Miyota movements. Borealis and many other watches use Miyota movements, so there's nothing wrong with this movement. I think actually it's a good counterpart to the ETA movement. But what Ballast did, and they patented this technology, is that you don't manually wound the watch. This movement is automatic, but it can be manually wound. But what Ballast did is that they did something, and they created a completely unique way of the wounding the watch, and you would do it by the traditional way, but you do it with the bezel. So right now when I'm turning the bezel, I'm wounding the mechanical movement, and I think it's really cool. But what else is cool is this hatch or latch type crown. I don't know what you call it, but this crown here is, you unscrew it, it's canteen, I think it's called canteen crown, and you unscrew it, and you just remove it, and it has several parts, and you just remove it like on a canteen, and you have a button here that has a seal, and here when you press the button, this here pops and something happens, and you can adjust something. I don't know by heart, but we'll just see what are we moving now. So one press of the button and you move the date. You can see the date wheel turns around, and it's really cool. It has a date wheel that's you can see the date wheel. So I'm gonna press the button one more time, and this here thing comes out once more, and now you can adjust the time, which is really neat and cool, good looking. And pay attention to this here. I'm just gonna, it just went down, and you can easily push it back in. So I think this is super cool, and that's why I decided to review this watch for you and to show you. I'm gonna also talk about the dial, but before that I want to talk about reaction, people and friends and stuff like that. When I first saw this watch out of the box, I said, wow, this watch is so freaking cool, and it still is cool, but there's one important thing that takes away from that coolness. And when I showed it to a couple of my friends, one of my mates who is a watch guy, he immediately said, oh, what a cool watch, blah blah blah, but he asked, how much is it? So what I gave him is the official price, which is stated on their website, and it's I believe it's $490 US. So it's almost it's $490 US, and his immediate reaction was, oh, that's a bit too much, isn't it? So I agree. Other people said also it's a bit too much, but I think that there's this watch, the price, I think it will be a bit more affordable down the road, because this is a brand new watch that just came out on the website, and that's the website price. And you know when you go to the Seiko's website, there's much more expensive. When you go to Orient website, when you go to Orient USA website, you want to buy Orient Ray, Orient Mako, the price is like $300-400 US, and when it reaches the other dealers and other places, it gets under 200. So I believe that this watch would be great at a little bit of a reduced price, and I agree that the price is a bit steep, but on the other hand, if you don't have problems, if you have spare 400 bucks for the watch, and you want a cool watch that has something, this watch offers you something different to the table. It brings you a unique design. It's nothing special, but it's just not I don't like when a watch company takes a look from Rolex Submariner. It basically designs the watch like that, and they just slap a movement off the shelf. So they did nothing to it. It just had the case made, design borrowed, movement slapped in, and that's it. They showed a little effort. This company, the Ballast, showed a little effort, and I definitely can appreciate that. And I think if you have some spare coins in your pocket, this can be a great beater watch, and can be a great watch that you can wear just if you have a collection of couple Rolexes and I don't know Pateks, and you get this one just for a fun watch. Some people may call it an X Factor watch, wild card, I don't know what else, but I definitely like the design. The only thing I would see it be a little bit smaller on the size here. This one is PVD coated black. It's stainless steel case. There are versions without the PVD coating, so this one is just with me, so you can check it on their website. It says here it has a little plate here which says Trafalgar. We come and seen with another connection with the historical submarines. I always thought that the name plates on side of the watches were a bit tacky, but I kind of like this one because it's not just etched into it like Invicta or Squally. This one has a little plate and two screws that hold in it, and maybe because it's black, but I like it. So let's just take a closer look at the dial here. The dial has a cutout and the loom. There is a loom on this watch, and it's a pretty decent loom. It's nothing close to Seiko's loom, so I don't have a loom shot on this one. Sorry guys, but it's a just normal loom. I think they could put some better loom on it, to be honest. They could put some C3 or Lumi Bright or something, and then this watch would be taken to another level. This here, the loom is on all this, and this is except for 12 and 6. These are just shiny, and date window here has a little frame with the stripes, and not sure about those stripes. I would put this date frame a bit thinner, but I like the dimension in the dial, and I like the cutouts. I like the second hand has a red tip on it. And let me just show you the logo here. You cannot see the logo because I moved it. So what you do is press 1, press 2, and you're good to go. Okay, I moved it from the date. So if you're into watches, and some of you guys in the comments mentioned that the logo, it's kind of reminiscent of a Vostok watches logo, and except for that, I like their logo, but it does. If you have Vostok Amphibia, you know what I'm talking about. And in the Vostok watches, logo is a bit smaller, and this one has additional parts. But in Vostok, this letter B here for ballast, in a Vostok case, that's a cyrillic letter V. So I don't see much issues about that. I think this is a cool logo. and I think this is a cool watch. It has a stainless steel case, the case back here on the usual informations. I'm not gonna open the watch, but it has a decent movement. I think this watch, this moment, my Miele has that Geneva stripes on it. If you, I don't know if you can catch this with the player white, but overall it's a fun watch. It's definitely a wild card and not something you can see on everyone's wrist, and that's my favorite thing about it. I sold my Seiko SKS because everyone who's new to the game, who's new to the collecting game, has one, and this one is a little micro brand with a unique design and unique feature. There's a lot of micro brands. Recently I was looking into Borealis, and Borealis uses basically the same Miele movement, and they have Omega Seamaster vintage design, and they're pretty much at the same price. So this one has a unique design, and I like that about watch. I'm a visual guy. I like design. I like dials on the watches. So that's one of my main things. And this is not your main watching collection, but it's definitely one of those watches that can be definitely that stands out, and it's a wild card. By the way, I didn't coin the wild card term. I think TGV done that, but it suits it very well to this watch. So that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm edcgunner, and I hope you like the review. I hope you like the watch. If not, tell me so in the comment section. If any one of you owns one, please do tell me how do you like it, what are your experiences with it, and that's it for now. Please give it a thumbs up, and see you on the next one.